Hello, and welcome to the first episode of the Slaughterhouse. And in this series, we're going to look at games where, you guessed it, the king gets slaughtered, or violent attacks where nobody is spared. And we're going to kick off with a game of my own, of course. I'm going to paint myself, paint my ride. I had the black pizzas. This was an internet blitz game. 3 minutes. I played a strong German opponent. Kotzbrochen. I played c4. Okay, how do we attack? We play the Sicilian with colors reversed. g3. Knight c6, bishop d2, f5. This is the Grand Prix Attack with colors reversed. d3, knight f6. Give a check here, and after bishop d2. No. After we played c4, I wanted to try this idea out. I'm going to castle, play d6, put the queen on h5, bishop h3, knight g4, etc. And from there, with the strong, potent attacking force of the queen, knight, and rook, bishop over there. Next thing, I want to get rid of this knight on f3, who is covering the mate on h2. So I didn't want to take on d2 because knight takes d2 fortifies that knight for white. So I played bishop c5. I know this variation exists with colors reversed, but I'm not sure it's good with colors reversed. I'm down on tempo, so you never know. So he castled. I did as well. Bishop g5, and now queen e8. On with my plan. These pieces are coming. I want to play d6, f4, queen h5, etc. Okay, knight c3. But here I decided to entice him to take on f6, which he did. Followed by knight d5, and looks like I have to be passive here to cover my c7 pawn. But I had no interest in that. This is a blitz game, and this is the Slaughterhouse. Attack, rook h6. Knight takes c7. Go ahead, take my rook. Actually, he should have. He didn't. He played e3. But his best defense was probably takes. And something like h3 here and knight h4. But this is a blitz game. He has to find the correct moves. Even if he does, it might take time. So he played a e3, trying to initiate a queen trade at some point here. But f4, opening up for my bishop now to come to g4 or h3. He really wanted to blunt my c5 bishop, so he played d4. Took on d4. And now I should have taken on f4 here, but he didn't. He took on d4. And now, just like if we have a knight on g4, the h2 pawn is a target. So my queen and rook are nicely placed to attack h2, so I can take on d4. So I can't take because of the mate on h2, so he blunted the h-file with pawn to h4. Bishop g4, another piece enters the fray. And now finally he took my rook, but too little too late. I probably have several ways to win. I can take on f3. Probably both ways, but I saw an idea here. I took a g3, and I mean, if he does nothing, then everything is just falling apart. Everything. I will just take on f3, take on h4, mate somehow. You almost don't need to calculate anything. So he took on g3, but I took on f3, king h1. Okay. I need to find something here, because otherwise there might be queen d5 check, and he might liquidate any attempt to bail out with knight somewhere. There's queen d5 or bishop d5, and I have to watch out for back rank mates. So I was very happy that I found a nice idea here. And the key to the idea is that, well, one way to miss it is that the h4 square is currently occupied by a pawn, but I sacrifice my queen. Note that now the queen is on h4. It takes a third piece on h4. So it's easy to forget that the h4 square could become available. Bishop h3. Looks like if I take, the king is walking up. Takes king g2, rook h2, king g3. But now the h4 square is available. Knight h4, checkmate. A pretty nice end to the attack. And yeah, I think a fitting first installment in the Slaughterhouse. And I hope to bring you more exciting attacking games in the future. In the future? In the future, yeah, okay. I'll see you later.